Hello, and welcome back to Hitman and the featured contracts. And today's contract, eliminate the competition, and the contract ID is up on the screen for anyone who wishes to partake. So today's briefing, morning 47, we have a new contract from the owners of BG Bakeries. Helen West and her family are a threat. Every attempt to buy them out has failed. Your target, kill the West family and the bakery staff. And today's contract has been brought to us courtesy of London Guy UK. So today the only thing we will need to be bringing with us will be our ever trusty lockpick. Although if you wish, as I have chosen to do, you can bring some sort of stabbing implement with you as well, but you don't need to. So let's meet our targets and stipulations, and we can only kill our targets. We must stay in our suit, we cannot be recorded, and if we shoot anyone we have to shoot them in the head. And we have 5 targets, 3 of which are members of the West family. So right from the start and off the bat, what we're going to do is charge straight down the street, right down the middle of the road, because we don't observe the laws and ordinances of Whistleton Creek. So what we're going to do now basically is make our way down towards the Wilson house, which is the couple having the garden party, and the house next door is up for sale. And basically what we're going to do is go into the Wilson's house, and up on the first floor of the Wilson's house we will find our first target, and then we will exit out and go via the house for sale's garden to our next target. So just up the stairs in the spare bedroom we have our first target, and we're just going to bowl straight in, knock him out and snap his neck. So 1 target down, 4 to go, and we can leave him there. No one's going to discover him in the time it takes us to complete this mission. I don't think anyone ever discovers him anyway. So we're going to exit down back through the house. You could exit out via the garden, but I forgot about that and went out the front. I'm noticing quite a few skips in this video, which I have to apologise for. I'm not sure what's causing them. But we're going to run through the garden of the house for sale into the garden of the house opposite, and through the garden gate, and we're going to lockpick our way into the garage of the house with the boat outside, and then further lockpick our way down into the basement and the secret tunnel. And the reason we're going down here is that there are a number of outfits and other useful items such as weapons and tools, and we are here for one specific item. So once we're down in the basement we can lockpick our way into the library room, pull the library book to open the secret tunnel. We're going to make our way along the tunnel to the table about halfway through, where we will find on this table a car bomb. We are going to collect up that car bomb. That will come in handy later on. And then we're going to retrace our steps back out into the garage of the house with the boat. And then from here we are going to make our way to the West house, and this is where the bulk of our targets will be clustered. So what we're going to do is make our way right down to the end of the row of the houses, and this house on our right now is the West house. It is the corner house here. And we are going to vault our way over the garden fence and down into the basement. So we have 2 targets out on the road and 2 targets in the house. And we are going to take out the 2 targets in the house first, and that includes Helen West herself. So we're going to lockpick our way into the basement, pass through the basement and up the stairs to the house. We're going to lockpick the door to the house, and then we're going to close the door, and we're going to get our bearings. We're just going to check to make sure that one of the gardeners hasn't made his way into the house. They are both currently still outside. There are 2 targets for the house. So if the gardener isn't here and doesn't look like he's approaching, and I'm just going to be very cautious here because he could turn up at any time, he comes into the house to use the bathroom. So I just want to make sure he isn't actually going to come in and disturb me, and it doesn't look like he is. So at this point, if you have chosen to bring with you a knife or some sort of sharp implement, we're going to select that, and then we're going to charge into the kitchen and we're going to stab both of our targets. Starting with Helen West, down you go, and then her lackey. So again, being very aware of the patrolling gardener, who is actually an FBI agent. He is armed. We are now going to quickly as we can get both of these bodies into the garage. There is a chest freezer in there that we can utilize. So I've just moved Helen's lackey out of the line of sight while we transfer Helen to the freezer, just in case the gardener comes in while we're away. So one down. Let's go back for the serving staff member, or lackey number one as I like to call him. The gardener hasn't moved, so we've got plenty of time. We're just going to drag his body into the freezer in the basement as well, not the basement, the garage. And once we have this guy safely tucked up, that will leave us with 2 more targets to take care of. One is very easy, one not so easy. So we're going to exit out via the garage door. We're going to make our way around Helen West's building or house, and we're going to approach the muffin van here. And just at the front of the van, we are going to attach our car bomb and then run away. And as you can see, our next target is right in front of that car bomb, so we're going to detonate the car, and that will count as an accident kill. Unfortunately, we had another skip there, which was really unfortunate. I do like to highlight the explosion kills. But once we have taken care of that young lady, we are left with this gentleman right here. Now this guy is surrounded by people. There is the estate agent, who is the guy in the suit and tie. He's easy enough to get rid of. What we've done here is we've just picked up 3 or 4 muffins, and we're just going to keep plonking them down on the plate until the guy starts to feel a little bit sick, and he will then wander off and show Nolan Cassidy the house for sale, and that gets him out of our hair. And then all we have to do is deal with the young lady you can see at the counter next. And there is a way to deal with her, and it is relatively simple but time consuming. Along with getting rid of the estate agent, this guy can really put muffins away. I believe this is his 4th or 5th muffin. That includes the ones that the server has been putting down as well. But the estate agent has finally had enough of the blueberry muffins, so I'm going to be selecting my ice pick once again. I don't know if I'll use it because we need to time this next kill very, very well. So the young lady has returned to the counter. Now what we have to do here is subdue and break this guy's neck in the time it takes that young lady in front of the counter to walk to the bench you can see in the background, where she will then turn around and sit down facing this way. So we only have a few seconds in which to do this. But what we're going to do basically is when she turns around to walk to the bench, we are going to pounce on our target and subdue him, and then we're going to drag him in the bushes before we snap his neck. And by that point the young lady should be far enough away that the neck snap won't be heard. This is why I also opted not to use the ice pick. So once the young lady has turned around and starts to walk away, we're going to pounce on the server, render him unconscious, drag him into this bush right here because there's a tree blocking the young lady's view as well. We're going to snap his neck while he's in the bushes and casually walk away. So all we've got to do now is to make good our escape, and we are going to head for the bus stop exit, which is the closer of the two easiest exits. The next one is the bridge, but it's another 100 yards up the road. So there we go, that is the eliminating the competition challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.